Hello, and welcome to Unravel Calm. In today's session, we begin with a tangle already formed, 3 strands woven loosely together. Each strand stands for something real in your life. Maybe it's 3 different pressures pulling at you, a decision, a relationship, a fear, or perhaps it's past, present, and what's still ahead. Sometimes it's your thoughts, your feelings, and how your body holds them. There's no right answer, just what feels true for you. If you brought your own rope, you can follow along, and if not, you're welcome to simply watch. Let the strands in my hands become a mirror for whatever feels tight in yours. This tangle isn't a problem to fix, it's a pattern to meet gently. We're not pulling to fix, we're softening to listen. And when life tangles up in more than one place, it's tempting to yank at everything at once. But today, we'll follow just one strand at a time. On each exhale, a thumb's width of slack if possible, maybe more if it's available. One soften, one choice. Let your breath begin to lighten and lengthen, and let your gaze rest, or close your eyes if that's easier. And when you're ready, we'll begin. Take a moment to really see the tangle in front of you, not as a problem to fix, but as a map of what's been pulling at you. 3 strands, not too tight, but not free either. Let each strand mean something. One strand might be for what's been asked of you lately. Another, the pressure building underneath. And the third could be the quiet part of you that's gone unnoticed. You might know exactly what each one represents, or you might just feel them as weight, as shape, as noise. Try tracing one strand with your eyes without touching. Notice how it weaves in, overlaps, pulls out again. Let your breath stay slow and steady while you observe. Is there one part that feels heavier to look at? One that stirs something in your chest or your belly? Or maybe a part that feels blank, numb, or hard to name? Nothing needs to be solved right now. This is just about noticing where the tension is and how it moves. Let your jaw soften. Let your shoulders drop even a little. Let the rope stay loose in your hands or in your mind. If all you do is notice, that's enough. What we name, we can meet, and what we meet gently begins to loosen. Let's begin. Not by pulling, but by looking for where something might give. This tangle, like life, isn't cleanly divided. The strands weave through each other. Sometimes you can't tell what belongs to what, and that's okay. You don't have to choose a single strand. You just need a place to begin. Breathe in for 4. And exhale for 6. And as you exhale, let your eyes or your fingers notice one small place that isn't holding quite as tight. It might not be clear what it connects to, but it doesn't need to be. We're just gently unraveling. We're not solving, we're softening. Again, inhale. And exhale. Ease one knot, one loop, one small tension. Maybe you imagine the tension in your day. Work, family, self-doubt, braided into this knot. Each breath is a way to meet it without tightening further. And don't forget to breathe while you unravel. Look for slack, not clarity, and look for movement, not mastery. And if nothing loosens yet, that's okay too. Even your willingness to sit with the tangle, that's a form of untangling. This is where we start, not with certainty, but with softness. You may notice one shift leads to another. A loop gives way and something else tightens, and that's okay. Tension moves, and that's part of the pattern. But here's the most important part. We don't have to untangle it all. This isn't a full unravel. It's a small release of what was ready to move. If there's still tension left, let it stay. That doesn't mean you failed. It just means some things soften slower than others. Notice what's shifted, even slightly. Maybe one loop lies flatter. Maybe your breath feels different. Maybe you feel a little less pulled. You don't need a perfect unravel. You just need space, and you've made some. This is a practice of loosening, not finishing. Even letting something be unfinished can be a form of release. So let's close the act of tangling here. You've done great. Let the rope rest and let yourself rest too. You've moved through a tangle without needing to conquer it. And now you're here, right at the edge of where tension gives way to space. Let your fingers hold what's left, whatever shape the strands have taken. Not perfect, not resolved, just a little softer than before. Picture it, a tangle, once full of pull and pressure, now resting open, still interwoven but breathing. Can you feel where something let go inside of you too? Not a grand release, not an unraveling epiphany, just a quiet shift, a bit more breath in your chest, a bit less fight in your jaw, a sense that you can hold all this with less grip. That's inner slack. It doesn't mean everything's fine, it means something moved, even slightly. And now, with nothing to fix and nowhere to pull, you get to feel what that movement left behind. Stay here and let your body catch up. As we draw this practice to a close, have your hands fall still now. Let the strands lie open just as they are, not tidy, not resolved, but changed. You've done something quiet and rare. You stayed. You loosened without needing to fix, and you let something soften without demanding it be solved. That takes strength, a different kind of strength that we're taught to show. And now, you get to lay it down. You might still see loops and knots that don't make sense, places where the rope weaves back into itself, questions without clear endings. That's okay. What matters is this. You met the tangle with breath, not force, with attention, not urgency. And now, there's more space inside you than when you began. If you like, rest your palms over the knot as if to say, I see you. I don't need to finish you. I'll come back if needed. And this is the end of the practice, but it doesn't have to be the end of the unraveling. Carry this with you today. You don't have to solve the whole thing to feel some relief. You don't have to name every part to move differently. Sometimes one soften is enough. Thank you for being here with me today as we untangle the mind, one knot at a time.